Page 1. Maybe I want to open with a splash page to grab the reader's attention. So, how do you actually write comics? Well, that's not a question that can be fully answered in a short reel, but I'll show you the format that I personally use. Now, if you want to dig deeper, there are a few books I'd highly recommend. Of course, you have How to Write Comics the Marvel Way by Stan Lee. There's also the DC Comics Guide to Writing Comics by Denny O'Neil. And of course, there's Comics and Sequential Art by the great Will Eisner. Each one gives a slightly different approach. Stan Lee helped popularize what's called the Marvel method. Now, in short, the writer provides a plot outline, sometimes just a few paragraphs, and then the artist decides how to break it down into pages and panels. After the art is finished, the writer then comes back in and adds dialogue and captions and so forth. It gave artists more freedom in the storytelling, but it also meant the writer had less control over pacing panel by panel. Now, on the other hand, Dennis O'Neil's method, what I've adopted, is a full script approach. That means I'm giving very detailed directions, page by page, panel by panel. Here's what that looks like. Page 1. Maybe I want to open with a splash page to grab the reader's attention and then describe exactly what I want. Maybe salvage is crashing through a glass window. I detail the action, the setting, even the mood, everything that the artist needs to visualize it. On page 2, I break it down, panel by panel. I describe what's happening in each panel, then include the dialogue with the description, and I keep that process going until the script is finished. Of course, once the artist comes in, things can shift. Maybe they suggest adding an extra panel for clarity, or they interpret something slightly differently. That's fine. It's part of the collaboration. My job is to be as clear as possible, but also flexible enough to let the art breathe. So that's the basic format of how I script comics. There's a lot more I could get into, but hopefully this gives you a strong idea and a starting point. If you found this helpful, follow the Creator Bidness pages for more insights into being a creator.